Hi everyone! Welcome back to our crochet tutorial. Today, we're going to make this cute reversible strawberry cake cup sleeve. One side looks like a soft strawberry cake, and when you turn it inside out, it becomes a practical mesh cup holder. It is both decorative and useful, and you can adjust the colors to create your own cake design. Let's get started. We also have a 13-in-1 collection of reversible bag patterns, and they all look incredibly cute and delicious. If you like this design, you can visit our website or Etsy shop to purchase the pattern bundle. For this project, we'll use size to sport weight yarn and a 2.0mm crochet hook for all parts. Now, let's start crocheting the main body of the strawberry cake cup sleeve. Start with a magic ring, work 12 double crochets into the ring. Once you have completed all 12 stitches, pull the yarn tail to tighten the center. You should have 12 stitches in total. For round 2, work 1 double crochet increasing into every stitch around. This means you will crochet 2 double crochets into each stitch. Repeat this 12 times. At the end of the round, you should have 24 stitches. Now, let's move on to round 3. Crochet 1 double crochet into the first stitch. Then work 1 double crochet increasing into the next stitch. Repeat this pattern of 1 double crochet followed by 1 increase 12 times around. You should have 36 stitches at the end of this round. For round 4, crochet 1 double crochet, followed by 1 double crochet increase, and then 1 more double crochet. Repeat this sequence 12 times around. After completing the round, you should have 48 stitches. For round 5, crochet 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, then make 1 double crochet increase in the following stitches. Repeat this pattern 12 times around. At the end of the round, you should have 60 stitches in total. The base should now look like a flat circle. For round 6, we'll work in the back loops only. Insert your hook into the back loop of each stitch and crochet 1 double crochet into every stitch around. You should still have 60 stitches at the end of this round. Working in the back loops creates a clear folding line and helps the sides of the cake begin to stand upright. From round 7 through round 10, we'll create the textured cake pattern. Crochet 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Then make 1 front post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. To make a front post double crochet, insert your hook from the front, around the post of the stitch, and back out to the front. Complete the stitches as you would a normal double crochet. Repeat the pattern of 2 double crochets and 1 front post double crochet 20 times around. You should have 60 stitches in each round. Continue using the same pattern through round 10. After completing round 10, we'll change to the white yarn for the cream layer. Now, we'll start making the cream ruffle layer. First, crochet 1 round of single crochet with the white yarn. Work 60 single crochets evenly around. After completing this round, you should have 60 stitches in total. Join with a slip stitch, then chain 2 to start the next round. Now, we'll create the cream ruffle edge, working in the front loops only, starting with chain 2, then make a 4 half double crochet cluster in the same stitch. To make the cluster, work 4 unfinished half double crochets, then pull the yarn through all remaining loops together. After completing the cluster, chain 1, skip the next stitch, then make 1 slip stitch into the following stitch. Repeat this pattern, chain 2 for HDC cluster, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, slip stitch all the way around. We will use these back loops later to continue crocheting the pink outer layer. Next, we'll move on to the pink yarn section and create the reversible bag layer. Insert your hook into the back loop of the first available stitch. Attach the pink yarn and chain 2. Remember, the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Now work 1 double crochet into each back loop around. Continue until you have 60 double crochets in total. For rounds 13 through 15, repeat the same openwork pattern, crochet 3 double crochets, chain 1, and skip the next stitch. Continue repeating this pattern all the way around for 3 rounds. At the end of each round, join with a slip stitch and chain 2 to begin the next round. For round 16, continue using the same stitch pattern, but this time work into the front loops only, crochet 3 double crochets, chain 1, and skip 1 stitch. Repeat this pattern all the way around. Working in the front loops only will leave the back loops unused. Do not crochet into those back loops, because we'll use them later to attach the mesh bag. When round 16 is completed, join with a slip stitch. Next, we'll begin crocheting the bag openings with white yarn. Working in the front loops only, crochet 1 single crochet, then chain 3, repeat the pattern of 1 single crochet and chain 3 all the way around. This creates the decorative edge at the top of the bag opening. After completing the round, join with a slip stitch. Attach the white yarn to one of the unused back loops. Work 1 single crochet into each back loop around. You should have 60 single crochets in total. At the end of the round, join with a slip stitch and chain 1. For round 2, crochet 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, then chain 3 and skip the next 2 stitches. Repeat this pattern all the way around. These chain spaces will be used later to thread the drawstrings through the bag openings. Once you finish the round, join with a slip stitch, chain 1, then fasten off and weave in the yarn ends. For round 1, work in the back loops only. Make 1 single crochet, chain 12, then skip the next 4 stitches. Work 1 single crochet into the following stitches. Repeat this pattern all the way around until you reach the beginning of the round. For the final connection, do not make the full chain 12, instead, chain 5, then work 1 triple treble crochet into the first single crochet of the round. This will position your hook at the top of the final mesh loop. Insert your hook through the large loop. Make 1 slip stitch, then chain 1 to secure it. For the next round, work directly into the chain loops created in round 1. Work 1 single crochet into the next chain 12 loop, then chain 12. Continue repeating 1 single crochet and chain 12 around T the end of each round. When you reach the final connection, chain 5 instead of chain 12, then work 1 triple treble crochet into the first single crochet of the round. This completes the final loop and positions your hook correctly for the next round. The number of mesh rounds determines the height of the bag, so you can add or remove rounds depending on your preferred size. Now, we'll crochet the handle. First, fold the bag in half and align both sides evenly. Place a stitch marker in the chain space on the right side. This will mark where the handle section ends. Chain 1 and work 1 single crochet into the starting hole, then chain 75 directly to create the first handle. Move to the next hole and work 3 single crochets, then chain 2. Continue working 3 single crochets and chain 2 in each hole until you reach the hole just before the stitch marker. In the hole just before the stitch marker, work 4 single crochets, then chain 75 to create the second handle. Continue along the other side, working 3 single crochets and chain 2 in each hole. Finally, join to the first stitch with a slip stitch, chain 1 to secure the work, then fasten off and weave in the yarn ends. Next, we'll make the drawstrings. Start with a slip knot, then chain 95, thread this single chain through the openings around the bag body. Begin from one side and weave it in and out until both ends come out from opposite sides of the bag. Attach the red yarn directly into the chain space, then chain to dot in the same chain space. Make a 4 double crochet cluster. To make the cluster, begin 4 double crochets but leave the final loop of each stitch on the hook. Once all 4 unfinished double crochets are completed, yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook. Chain 1 at the top to secure and shape the cluster. Then make 1 slip stitch into the same chain space, pull the loop longer, cut the yarn, and weave in the yarn ends. Repeat these steps in the other chain spaces until you have added your desired number of red decorations. You can adjust the number and placement based on the look you prefer. Next, we'll crochet the strawberries. Start with a magic ring and crochet 6 single crochets into the ring. Pull the yarn tail tightly to close the center. You should have 6 stitches in total. For round 2, crochet 1 single crochet, followed by 1 single crochet increase. Repeat this pattern 3 times around. You should have 9 stitches at the end of the round. For round 3, crochet 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and 1 more single crochet. Repeat this sequence 3 times around. You should have 12 stitches in total. For round 4, crochet 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, then make 1 increase in the following stitches. Repeat this pattern 3 times around. You should have 15 stitches. For round 5, crochet 2 single crochets, 1 increase, and another 2 single crochets. Repeat this sequence 3 times around. You should have 18 stitches at the end of the round. For round 6, crochet 5 single crochets, followed by 1 increase. Repeat this pattern 3 times around. You should have 21 stitches in total. Now, we'll begin decreasing to shape the top of the strawberry. Crochet 1 single crochet, followed by 1 single crochet decreased. Repeat this pattern 7 times around. You should have 14 stitches remaining. For the final round, make 7 single crochet decreases around. You should have 7 stitches remaining. Add a little more stuffing if needed, but avoid overfilling. Cut the yarn and leave a long tail. Thread the yarn tail through the front loops of the remaining stitches, then pull tightly to close the openings. Secure the yarn and weave in the end. Start with a magic ring. Inside the magic ring, repeat the following sequence 4 times. Ch3, DC into the magic ring. Ch3, sell straight into the magic ring. After making all 4 leaves, pull the yarn tail tightly to close the center of the magic ring, pull the loop longer, cut the yarn, and leave a long tail for attaching the leaves. Place the leaves on top of the strawberries, making sure they cover the openings neatly. Use the yarn tail to sew the leaves securely onto the strawberries. Adjust the shape of each leaf with your fingers to make them look natural. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.